what's up? So I was just down at Skeleton Spawner getting some arrows, and one of them dropped some enchanted boots, protection 3, and feather falling 4. So I wanted to see what it would take to get it back to full. So it's going to take 3 gold ingots and 23 levels, and I've got 25, so I think I'm going to do it. Let's see what they're like. Let me make another regeneration potion just in case. I've got such a full inventory right now, it's ridiculous. There's that. So yeah, I have no idea like what the range is on feather falling here and how much damage is negated, but we're gonna find out. I just want to be on full health first. Alright. Alright, everybody knows how to make potions. I'll be right back. Alright, let's figure this out. Awesome. See if I can hit that tip down there. 2.5. Okay, so there's a limit to it, but that probably would have taken 6 or 7, if not more. So that's awesome. Those will be good for a while. And the only problem is that they're gold, so they're not going to last near as long. But I can, of course, repair them now on the anvil, now that I kind of know how this thing works. And 3 bars wasn't cheap. The levels were kind of cheap, I'm sorry. Let me flip that around. 3 gold bars wasn't bad to pay, but the levels were kind of expensive, 23 levels. But anyways, I just want to show you that, because we were talking about using the anvil to do just that thing, so, yeah. Alright guys, welcome back. At the exact same place I was last time, pretty much. I've just been doing a lot of caving off camera, and did a lot of mob fighting and that kind of thing, and some strip mining, and trying to get more gunpowder for the little TNT project you saw. And yeah, so I had an epic fail moment a few minutes ago. I was fighting some mobs out here in the desert, and I went to strike at 2 creepers coming at me, and somehow I accidentally hit Q, and so I basically just punched one of the creepers, and he blew up, and blew up the sword that I had dropped. I was going to, I had just gotten to level 30, and I was going to enchant something else, you know, some new boots, just to have them in diamond, or a helmet finally in diamond, or something like that, because like I said, I'm trying to get up, or I said this last episode, I'm trying to get armor together for, you know, Ender Dragon run. So anyways, let's enchant a level 30 sword. Dang it. I feel like this is pretty much what I got last time, and châtiment, if I'm saying that correctly at all, cat is smite. So I didn't quite realize that. I think I said it was I forgot what strike, but no, it's smite. Yeah, it's the one that hurts zombies and skeletons. So that's good, and it's got the fire aspect too, which is good too, but it's got knockback too, which sucks. It's the exact same sword I just had, now that I think about it. But whatever, that's life. So I guess I can show you, doing a little bit of work on this with a different color stained clay. So I'm doing the brown with the orange, and I kind of like it. I've been trying to think about what I might want to replace the layer of sandstone with, and I really can't decide at all. I just think, for some reason, I think the sandstone just kind of stands out the way it's layered up like that. It looks like a cake, you know. It's going to end up looking like a peanut butter and chocolate cake. But I don't know. I'm still working on it. Still doing a few other things. I did just find, where was it? I think it was like that way, just a little bit. I was doing some caving, and I ended up coming up in an area because I was down at like level 12, and there were some jungle vines hanging all the way down. So I really wanted to see that, so I ended up coming up out of this hole that goes all the way down to like 12 with jungle vines in it. So I was thinking about a building project out there, which like would cut a spiral staircase into the entire depths, which I think would just look really cool in the end, even if it didn't get used very much. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm just kind of doing some background stuff, just a lot of caving, getting some resources, trying to get some levels, pecking at this thing occasionally from time to time. I did a bunch of clay hauling earlier, and yeah, it's kind of boring. So I might do some more of that later, but for right now, I think I'm just caving and fighting, doing that kind of thing. So I will see you guys in a few when we get something of note done. Alright guys, welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and do the official intro to this video saying hello, and I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for watching. You just saw a couple clips of me doing some prep work for some stuff, and you know, a couple enchantments, which the enchantment of that sword was a bummer again. But I said I'd bring you back when I had something of note to do, and I've got something of note. I thought we'd start to work on the road, the main road. Let me take you up, or take us up in the air here. Doesn't look like much right now. It's gonna look wildly different, but I thought I'd go ahead and throw down the borders of the road just to see how it felt with the alignment. So let me try to talk through what it's gonna look like, hopefully, and how it's structured. We're gonna do the fill-in together here in just a minute, so I won't talk too much about that. But I was thinking we'll start this way, that this 3-wide road would come up this way and curve around this way, and then also curve around this way, and come over this side of the village. I might be able to like take the road this way and then come through here and do a little bit of terraforming and maybe come back around over to this edge. And then you'll see this part in the middle, which is a double wide road. It's kind of hard to see right now. I've still got, I've just been doing some of the tedious stuff, getting the material out of the way and stuff like that. Still have some more to do. But this double road, I think, will come up and land somewhere in here. I had said that I wanted to keep the church, and I still do, I think. But I kind of wanted like a big square. Like, you see, this double wide road would like connect in the middle, and there would be another double wide road going this way, maybe, or a single wide road maybe, and then the double wide road would continue and intersect with the road that I was talking about that came all the way around this side. So I'm not really sure yet. Like anything that I do, it's going to be a kind of wing it project, which this turned out pretty well. This is still coming along. I just decided I'd start working on on the road. I just got inspired to do it, so I did a little bit of work in creative to figure out colors and layout and that kind of thing, just because I didn't really want to waste the clay by staining it and then deciding I wanted to stain it a different color, which you can't do. You just have to get new clay. So anyways, well, maybe you can do it. Maybe if you put bone meal to it. I'm really not sure. But yeah, here's where we're at. So I think what we're going to do is just try to like finish off this section. I think I have enough clay to do this entire section. So without further ado, let's get started. It's going to be awkward because I don't really have a picture up of what it looked like in my creative world. And it's kind of got this funny pattern. So let's go ahead and take away the rest of the sand real quick. I'm going with cyan stained clay. green or lime and brown, and some glowstone and some jungle trees. So hopefully I can do this without messing it up the first time. The other thing is that I kind of want things to look, symmetrical in a way, and it's going to be hard to do that without having the main square done. So now that I think about it a little bit more, I think I should probably get that done. Decisions to make. Well, let's just start here, and then we'll get to it. So, I think eventually this will be a mostly contiguous road, but right now I don't really have a place for it to go over this direction, so I'm just going to cap it like that. And let's do this. So, if I remember correctly, it goes like this. Oh yeah, see, I'm already getting into like sticky territory with how this is going to start layering up, but we're just going to kind of go for it for now. Got plenty of room left on the pick for mistakes, so let's see where that takes us. One off from this middle three. And so a new one would start here in green. So, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You kind of get the idea there with how I'm going to layer this. I'm just going to figure out what the distance will be so that I can kind of get this pattern to nicely fit in here. So let's start. I was just about to cut, but I think I can actually maybe do it like this. Like that. A little bit like that. Oh, it's a misplace. And then, yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is not where this road will end, so that pattern will be able to continue. And then we do this. Hopefully it's not going to be nighttime soon. I don't really want to deal with it. Ooh, that makes that awkward there. Dang it! Oh, I shouldn't have placed the glowstone already. That was a mistake. So, how's that going to work? Well, it's not, okay, sorry, I mean to be narrating this, but it's not quite as symmetrical as I had wanted it to be, and I didn't do one of these big intersections in my creative trials, so that ends up there. I mean, that's kind of where I want that to end up, but the glowstone placement is off, because this is the center of both, or actually this one is the center of this line and this line. So that would take us there. And then on this side we can maybe gap it real quick. So we'll do something like this. And have that pattern start off this way. Well, that means this has got to be green, which is okay. I'm okay with the colors being not symmetrical. Sorry, I should have figured this stuff out before I started here, but I thought we'd do a little bit of it together. Alright, let's lay this out and see how it feels. Of course, I'm going to have to move the glowstone again. Does not fit according to my pattern. Alright, so we've gone up and down. 1, 2, 3. And then there would be one brown there. So So that means that glowstone would go here, here, and here. And that means we could put one here. Might be a little wonky looking, but I think that'll work. So let's continue this down here for one go. There, there, and there'll be one there. Alright. A little fill in. Let's figure that out in a second and just fill this in. So, yeah, like I was saying, I didn't do too much work on intersections, so I'm not really sure how this is going to connect to the other road, which has the same pattern. Or when I say the other road, like how this pattern is going to line up with this part of the road. Did I? Yeah, I did. Dang it. Mistakes already. Hopefully I can get it to match up. See, what I did was I didn't do a 3-wide road for one of these stretches. I just did a one wide road, which looks fine too. I'm going to have plenty of those just kind of cutting in and out. But the way the double road ends up looks pretty cool. I hope I can get it to match up right. Alright, so that's what it's supposed to look like, this alternating pattern here. And then that's all correct, so let's keep on doing the cyan. Oh yeah, gonna need so much clay for this project. It is ridiculous. Oops. But there's that. And just like that other side. Oh, I knew this was gonna start happening. God, I hate this knockback sword. I know you guys have heard me say it many times, but I cannot abide the sword. Right. Oh, so I guess I can say that I did some more exploring, and I found a few villages. And the villages I found, the villagers were still there, so I kind of hung around and waited till night in a few of the villages and tried to lock some of them in. And there were some pretty interesting trades. I want to say, like, one of them was like 2 or 4 emeralds for a diamond sword, like something real cheap. And then somebody else had like 10 wheat for an emerald. So that would be a really easy way to stock up on diamond swords. Alright, I'm not going to mess with nighttime. Not trying to get a creeper here or mess with the zombie apocalypse. So I'm going to go sleep and run back. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, that was quick. We're back. So I'm trying to think about how this is going to work. And I think it might work well. I think we can just do this. That's a full one, so we switch to brown. Okay. And on the opposite side, it will be the opposite color, which is exactly what I wanted. So this is turning out to be kind of serendipitous. Whoop, wrong one. And you see how the colors kind of flip-flop each side. So that's definitely what I wanted. Let's go ahead and fully fill in the cyan. I can kind of decide where I might want to put a light. But I do have positions for these lights over here. So that means one is there. there, there, and there. Whoop. Oh! Okay, so we're only really missing glowstone in this section, as well as pattern. But I don't know if it really needs a pattern. Now here's... Okay, yeah, now that I put this in, I definitely want... I was trying to project like the middle of the road, but I think this will look good here. Let's see if we can go ahead and do this. I'm gonna throw down some dirt. Throw down our, what is that? Puce d'acajou. Come on. Ah. Well, I got plenty of bones and bone meal. I'll take care of that later. Or it'll just grow naturally, one of the two. Okay. So if we had one here, glowstone I mean, it would normally be right here and right here. Like the way they're whoop, the way they're matching up. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down not one there. Well, I'm not really sure of the frequency that I want on the jungle trees down this row, but you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. Okay, so what I was saying was that the way this staggers, the way this flip-flops, there would be a like forget about this glowstone right here. There would be a glowstone here and here, the way they match up. And that might look okay, especially if I put one there to match that side. So let's look at that. 2, 3, 4. That could be cool, especially with the tree in the middle. So let's continue filling in as much as we can with the cyan clay. I've got some more baking back at the tower of whatever, peanut butter and chocolate ice cream. I really don't know what that's supposed to be. Like I said, I do like that color scheme, but I think it's gonna, I don't know, I might do something different with it. I might keep the black in the middle instead of alternating the orange and the brown. I might just go all black in the middle. We'll see. We'll see. One thing at a time, at least one thing at any given moment. Because as you can tell, I start many projects. Many projects. Alright, that one goes there. That means one goes there. Whoops. And I'm out. One thing I do realize is I will need another silk touch shovel to get some grass to go in this middle strip, so that I can grow things. That's kind of how it looks in the creative. But let's take a look at it. I think that's what I want. I think pretty much so far. I might play with the way these corners work and stuff like that, but I think that matches up pretty well. The only thing I can think of is that I might... No, that won't work. I was going to say the way the color transfers could be more desirable, but I think that's going to look fine. So guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make sure I got a whole bunch more clay, which I would do that off camera anyways. I mean, it's just tedious. And we're either going to come back and figure out how this double road comes down to here, or try to land on a square, and like how this road will transfer to a road that goes through the middle of the town. And I think I want to keep the church. And so my question in my head is, you know, because there's going to be a road coming a 3-wide road like that one right there, is going to be coming all the way down this side. So I don't want a 3-wide road in the middle to be too close to that, but I also don't want it to be too close to this one. And the problem is, in my head, I'm noticing that the church almost seems like the exact middle between those two spots. Maybe I can get away with it if I do it on this side, but that means, of course, that I'm going to take down this house, and I'm going to take down this house, and I'm going to take down this house, which this one might have already been taken down anyways. And like I said, I was going to take down most of these as it was to replace them, but I did want to keep something that was original, so I think the church is going to be my main focus. So anyways, that's enough blather about it. Let me get back down to ground level here. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some more clay, make sure I got a bunch of stuff, and then I'll bring it back when we're doing something interesting. I might try to do the stair first, because that'll give me a better idea of how I want to traverse heights instead of trying to mandate that the road be at a single height across the entire city, because I think that'll look way too monotonous. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Oh man. The zombie apocalypse is upon us. I was just doing a little bit of extra work with the last little bit of clay I had before I set off to get new clay, and I'm in dire straits here. I need to sleep and get back to the treehouse stat so I can get some potions. Yeah, I still got a little bit of clay down here. Oh, it would be nice for me to have one more. There we go. Go ahead and do this while I'm standing here. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And I need to eat too. Yikes. I'm building until I drop. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go potion up, and then I'm going to look for clay, because this episode's already getting on in time, and I wanna have you guys here for the good stuff, not whatever this is. Me just running around being an idiot. Oh, there it is. I'm down to 1 heart. I cannot fall off when I go up to the house. All right, I'll see you guys. And we're back. Hey everybody. So I've made some progress on this, actually, quite a bit. You know, obviously not fully where I want it to be yet, but I'm digging it so far. So I've got the outlines of this middle square here. I don't know if I'm going to do anything too fancy with it. I plan on adding accents as I go and later. I've got this fountain here right now, but I don't know. It looks a little wonky. The reason it looks like this is because I wanted it to come out of certain spots. Like this back I just did off the cuff. Like I wanted it to split into 2. And I didn't want it to come off of the front of whatever it was sitting on, so I felt like I had to put something there to block it, which I don't really know how that looks. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'd be interested to... Oh, I did not want to fall in here. Dang it. There we go. Alright. So yeah, it's going. These trees have grown, which this is the spacing I expect. It's basically every other glowstone there's going to be a tree. I don't know if that's going to be too monotonous down that road, but it might look really cool just going through the middle of the city. And then for this single road, or the 3-wide road, I'll probably put some trees and stuff in beside it. I did a little wrap around here, and I spent quite a bit of time. You can see how this goes up here. I'm not sure how I feel about this right here, but it's not too bad. And I think this will wrap around that way a little later, but that will be a little later. I spent a lot of time on this intersection. So you see what happens here is we've got our normal pattern, up and down, switch color, up and down, and then same thing here, switch color up, and then I played with a lot of different ways to do this, and what's happening now I think works the best. See what happens is we've got this side which comes up and down, and then it's green all the way down to here and then stops. And on this side we've got the brown up and down, and it goes all the way over to this side and stops. It's a little incongruous, mainly just because of this strip right here, but I didn't want to make it brown because it would break with the tradition going this way. But I think it looks alright. Let's, I haven't done this in a while now. I've just been kind of plugging along, listening to music. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I think that looks alright. You know, it's a little wonky in that, you know, that one's right up against the corner, and that one isn't. So what I might do, actually, now that I look at it from up here, I think I might take out this one row. Which means that I'll need to take out this row right here, maybe, or like right to there. So here to here and here to here coming out will make this baby look a lot more even. I might do that right now and just and come back to look at it for comparison. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So alright, I will see you in a minute. Alright, we're back. Just missed the zombie apocalypse. I had to fight off a few. What do you think? What do you think? I think that looks better. I think it looks better. It's like the curve is a little smaller now, especially on this side, than I kind of want it to be aesthetically, but actually now that I look at that curve and that curve, I realize that those are both the exact same as this one. So maybe that's better for congruity's sake, if that's even the right word. Look at him chase me. I've heard about zombies like going through mazes to find somebody, and I'd be interested in maybe making a zombie maze sometime just to see how they fare and that kind of thing. That could be fun. Look at him go. Woo! Alright. Well, anyways, let's continue looking around here. So this obviously will continue through. And you see how it touches this building. That means this building will probably go down. And it'll wrap around and curve a little bit here. I know I'm being a little redundant because we did talk about this, but I'm just trying to think about it in my head again. So we got the square here. You also notice how the fountain is not exactly flush with this side. I wasn't really sure how I felt about that at the beginning. I like it a little less now, but I wanted the gap in between the water falling and like, you know, the border of the fountain. So what we might do is take this out one more and then move the fountain back one. That way we can make this border flush right here. I think that might be what I do next. I guess I could do that right now. It means I'm going to have to destroy the fountain, but maybe I'll come up with a better idea for it while I do that. So I think I'll do that. So just again, let's look at this. Oh yeah, I put in the stairs down here for now. I fiddled around with the sides of them a little bit. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do to like frame them. I felt like just the bare wood kind of looked plain, and that they could have something accenting the sides of them, but I'm not really sure. I put in this little fountain here with a piece of, you know, sugarcane and a little bit of glowstone in there so everything stays bright. The glowstone on the stairs. So I think that looks pretty good, and I might even put in a road down here as well, and that means that I think I might do something really extravagant with the area that is in between this wall, or I mean this, you know, in between the wall and where the road would be, which would be like around, you know, here maybe, you know, that kind of thing. Which I forget I'm in creative sometimes when I do that, so I'll knock those out. But yeah, from like there to the wall, and then maybe even including the wall, do something kind of fancy with that. Maybe some fountains pouring out, or I don't know, a moat with some lily pads. I really don't know. Something. And then have that road kind of go off this way, and maybe, I was thinking, I don't think there will be enough room to pull it off and make it look really good. but I had this idea for a bridge that would go over the aqueduct to reach this other side of the farm. That would be quite the project, and it would be prone. I have trouble with bridges. It's prone to me kind of getting lazy and not fleshing the thing out the way I really should. Anyways, I'm rambling, guys. I apologize for that. I'm just thinking about all this stuff as I look at it, and that's why I tend to ramble. But like I said, I think I'm going to do this right here, and maybe fill in the square, just play with a couple things with that once I get this flush. And then we'll bring you back, we'll do a wrap-up, and that'll probably be this episode, because like I said, I've been rambling quite a bit. So, without further ado, I'm going to come back to where I was, and go back to Game Mode 0, and then head for the hills, and sleep for the night. So, I will see you guys on the flip. Nom 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 nom. Alright guys, I think this is going to be pretty much it for the episode. I got a little bit more work done, and I think it's coming along. The more I see it, the more I like it, to be frank, and there's some different things I'm going to do, I think, in here. This is just kind of a test. I probably shouldn't have doubled up the colors. I tried to put some of that black in there simply because I was running out of some of this stuff. So I'm going to have to go on another clay run, yet another clay run. But I think what I'm going to do is I just had a big brainwave for the pasture that I was talking about trying to do for the horse farm. And I think that I'm starting to solidify my idea of that. I think it's going to be really, really cool looking, and it might even connect to the cattle farm. So that could be really, really interesting. I think I'm going to work on that here in a little bit, but I've been playing quite a bit today, so I'm going to take yet another break. And I thought we'd do this. I fought the zombie apocalypse last night time, and I got up to level 30. So, I thought that I would enchant a diamond chest plate. And the reason I'm doing that, even though I already have one, protection 3, is that I don't have a level 30. And this is all in preparation. It's part of that prep I was talking about to get the Ender Dragon. So, I'm going to need a full set of level 30 armor. And let's just go for it. Fire resistance 3. That is not exactly what you want for an Ender Dragon fight. That is a bummer. I wonder if I can. It'd be nice if I could remove that enchantment and get a different one. Ugh, that is no fun right there. Yeah, well. Yep, that's a bummer to end on the episode on that note. One thing, I got 2 regeneration potions. I just had one of them, and I got 1 gas tier left, so I'm gonna have to go gasting pretty soon. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna go gasting, and maybe I'll go mining a little bit. I've got enough diamonds. Let's see over here. Oh yeah, I had to make another tool armor chest. And I actually separated them out because I got a few more pieces of chain, which I still don't really know about this stuff, whether it's like more protective than diamond. I don't think it is, but I do know that you can't make it, so it's kind of cool to have a full set of that. Even though it is weak, I might be able to repair it somehow. I'm not really sure how. And yeah, I just separated out the tools and whatnot and the armor, so that's new. And yeah, I think it's coming along well. I'm really excited about the road. I'm going to pretty much just keep working on it. But we're going to call that an episode for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Leave that like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And I will see you next time for the horse pasture, which let's just say I'm going to be digging dirt for a long time. So I will see you after I've done all that tedious stuff. Bye, guys.